The subscriber number is currently recording a podcast. Please try again.
Hey guys, and welcome back to 20 something. I'm here with my friend
Hello.
Bianca, or known as B. What's your other Bonkies?
Bonkies, yes.
That's the cutest nickname ever. Okay, so for those who don't know, we're at my house right now in the garden, and this is actually our second time filming this episode.
Second time lucky.
Yes, but it's good because now we're warmed up.
Exactly.
We are ready for this because we recorded the episode and Smart Me deleted the footage before I edited it. So we're giving this another try. Luckily, she was down to do another episode with me because she's like the coolest person ever.
Thank you.
So, yeah, do you want to give them a rundown of who you are, what you're up to, what
Okay.
you're doing? Tell them.
Okay, so basically, I'm a photographer. I do it part-time at the moment.
The best. Yo.
Thank you. But I want to go full-time, so it's... At the moment, it's just on the side with the studies and all of those. I started in grade 9.
Sure.
I started with it, and yeah, now it flourished, I must say.
It flourished. I'll put her Instagram up here for those to see. Literally, like, one of the biggest inspirations photography-wise,
Thank
especially
you.
for me. I feel like I'm just starting out and figuring things out. It's nice to see. I'm wearing my... I just realized I'm wearing my... What do you call this in English? Slippers.
Slippers.
It's okay. I'm going to leave
Comfort
it.
is key.
Comfort is key. I'm in my house, but we're just gonna ignore that. Anyway, like, such a big inspiration photography wise.
Thank you so much.
Just to see how far you've come and how successful you are, and you're a student. Like, that is insane, and you get to do all these super cool things. I mean, she's like the South African travel influencer. Because, like, you go to so many places in the country as well.
Yes. Because I started with gallivanting bonkies. That's now my travel.
That is the coolest
my
thing.
travel page.
And she was featured in a very popular travel magazine. Isn't that the coolest
Oh,
thing?
that was. I must say, when I got the message from them, I was like, nah, this is not
this is
real.
a
Is
joke.
this happening? It's like, what?
That is so
What is
cool.
this?
That was last year, right?
Yes, that was last year.
And you
Yes,
were
yes. 20. Yes,
as a
yes, 21 now.
20-year-old photographer, her photo was featured in a super famous professional travel magazine. That is the coolest thing.
Yeah, I must say, it was something. And I remember I told my mother because I looked at the previous magazines, like the previous month's magazines, like how they put the photos, and like, imagine if my photo is the biggest one.
Wow.
And when the magazine came out, I was like,
This is unreal.
it's mine.
This
Mine is the biggest one. Like, what is that?
The
It was
biggest
so
picture.
cool.
That's the coolest thing. You probably have like 10 of them in your house, like stocked up.
Yeah. My mother's got one. My father's got
There
one.
you
I
go.
got two. I have
There
two.
you
I
go.
have two
Keep
of
them
them.
safe. Like, if
I
there's a
remember
house
I
fire.
bought some for my friends. So I'm like, you got.
There you go. Like, if there's a house fire and they're like, grab your essentials. Like, I'm getting the magazines first.
exactly.
But yeah, today we're gonna talk about playing it safe versus taking the risk. And I feel like you are such a good person to talk about this too. I can't speak English. Because I feel like being a photographer, especially in South Africa, or and at your young age, it's kind of a risk to pursue a career like that because of, like, you know, there's not very stability behind it. It's a creative career,
Yes,
so
it is.
it's like one of the lowest paying jobs. So, like, if you're not successful, you know, like, only the successful people can make a living out of it. But I feel like you're like a great person to talk about. I cannot speak English today. It's a great topic to talk about with you because, like, you are a 21-year-old photographer, and you're studying, and you're planning to go overseas, and you travel, and you've made such a successful life for yourself, and that is because you followed a passion that is not necessarily guaranteed being successful, but it's something that you love and enjoy and you're actually good in. So yeah, do you want to give us a rundown of like just how your journey has been the last, you started grade 9, how your business grew, and like how you got to the point where you're today.
Yes. So in grade 9, I started with we had like we called it the Center van Uitnemendheid there at Alderijn.
Yeah.
Yes. And I did a course it was a photography course. It was a 2-year
cool.
course. Yes. So I was like, so let me do
looks
that.
fun,
And I convinced my parents, like, I will have enough time, for the netball and for the studies and all of those things. So I started with that. And I remember the first 2 weeks of the course. I got home the one day and it was like this big box. I was like, what is this?
Ooh.
And then I opened it and it was like a camera. And I was like, oh my goodness.
That's so cute.
So, I must say that was, that is one of my highlights in my life.
Yeah,
I must say.
That is so cool.
Yes.
Because that's an expensive thing.
Yes. So I must say that was a big present from my parents, and I'm so grateful for it.
Yes.
And then from there on, I started with just pictures here and there of my friends and the lente balls and Valentine's balls that we had in high school. I took for everyone. Yeah. And then I think matric. Then I started with the matric farewells and a little bit university stuff here and there. We was like, that was quite for me because like it's older people. I'm like,
but older people are hiring
and a lot
me.
of them they were all matrics. And I'm like, do you remember me? I was like this.
Wow.
That
is like the
and I'm like,
thing.
I was so scared of you in grade 8 and I have to take your photos.
Now
and
you're like
I must direct you to do this and that and that. So I must say that was quite cool.
Yeah, that
but
crazy.
it put me out of my comfort zone, I must say, and I'm now an extremely people person. Like I can talk to anyone. I love people.
Yes.
And when I got to university,
whoa, there's a pigeon. Oh.
When I got to university, obviously doors opened because it's more people you get to do with and all of the university stuff. And I started doing second photography for weddings and all of that.
Big steps.
I must say that's quite stressful, but it's so much fun.
Yes.
And here I am now.
Here you are now, and that's the coolest thing. I'm wondering, what was the moment when you realized, like, whoa, this is kind of like taking off, or like people are very interested. I feel like there might be a spark here. When was that moment where you kind of like realized that this hobby might be more than that?
I think the first time, because the first wedding I did not second shoot. It was like, wow. You
did your first wedding by yourself?
Yes. That was stressful, but at that moment I was like, they discovered me and they put their trust in me. Like they saw, like I'm not, big.
Yeah.
High up like the other
like
photographers, and they took the chance on me to do the photos. I'm like, okay, so we got something there. There's potential. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, there's a reason for this passion and why it was put in my life. Yes. I must say that was the big. Like, wow.
Yeah, that is insane. I can't believe you did your first wedding by yourself.
Oh, that was stressful. I rented extra cameras because I was so scared something happens to my camera and I'm not able to shoot the photos.
Wow. Yes. That's like throwing you in the deep end and you like made it, Yeah. That is crazy. And I love that your parents were so supportive from the start. And I think that plays such a crucial role in anyone's life. If it's photography or any other hobby or something or a passion you have, having people that support you, and especially like it's different for many people, but your parents in your case is so important, because what you're hearing from other people, I think I said this in a previous episode, I'm not sure, but like the intake or like what other people put in your cup is gonna become your reality. Exactly. If you like constantly heard people saying like, oh, this is very risky, like this is just a hobby, it's very expensive, like you're wasting your time, you need to focus on this, at the end of the day, that's gonna become your reality. Exactly. That's what you're gonna start telling yourself, is like, oh, I don't have time for this is a risky path to take, I'm wasting my money. So I feel like it's so super important, if you have a passion or like a dream, is to have people that are dreaming with you. I feel like it's one of the most crucial things to have, is people that support you.
No, it is. I remember because obviously in high school I didn't have like a driver's license and all those things.
Oh, your mom
And
drove you to
yes,
shoot.
my
Oh.
mom did. So I must say, they were so supportive. I'm like, Mama,
Oh, please.
are you available? Like,
That is so cute.
oh no, she was so supportive, and even my dad, his dad. My grandfather, he had a big love for photography.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so I think it's so special for him to see that my love for it is growing.
Yes.
So he's always motivating me, and he's, giving new ideas of how I can improve and new opportunities.
Aww.
So
I
so
love
supportive.
that. It is so, like, if, like, every time I have a shoot and my parents are like, I'm so proud of you. You did so well. I'm like, okay, I could go further. Like, having, like, approval from other people isn't, like, the top thing. You shouldn't, like, function on having approval of other people, but like, just
it motivates you.
It does. It's so motivating. And I'm, like, so thankful. I had a shoot in the week, and this girl sent me like a 2-minute voice message, and I was like, it just warmed my heart. It was a couple shoot, and she said, like, she just felt so loved by her boyfriend at that moment, and she feels like I created this space where I was like, I didn't even think of this, you know? like people, like, spreading kindness, not even knowing what, like, the weight their words are carrying, can have such a big, like, influence in you, like, becoming that person you're supposed to be, even though it might take a little bit because it's, like, risky, or, like, anything new takes time to build up. But, like, kindness is the building blocks of getting, like, reaching your potential, if that makes sense.
No, definitely. Because I mean, the clients' reviews that I sent back, it make or break you. It can make or break you, because they can motivate you to keep going forward. It's like, okay, people actually, they like what I'm doing, and they appreciate what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go forward to spread everything. Yes.
What would you tell someone that might be in high school, or, like, out of school, or might be, I don't know what age, if they have, like, this dream or this passion in their life, but they're scared, like, to not be successful, or scared it's not going to work out? What would you, like, say to a person like that? Give them the motivation.
There's this one quote, I'm sorry if I say his surname incorrectly, by Howard Thurman. Okay. I don't know if I said correctly.
Sounds right.
But basically, it's my go-to quote.
Okay.
It says, you shouldn't ask what the world needs. You should ask what makes you come alive.
Wow.
And then go do that. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive.
That is
and
so
I think
cool.
that is so true, because obviously people want to play safe, because you're scared to go outside, and you're scared of failure, and especially what other people will think of you. But I think there is a big gap in this world for people to do what they truly love, and it influences how you react to other people, and because obviously it affects your mood extremely. So I think we are scared to follow our passion, but I think of it in this way: God didn't put that passion in your life if He hasn't got a plan for it to flourish and something to happen from it. Otherwise He wouldn't put it in your life, because He only wants what's good for you.
That is so good.
So I think you should take the risk, but you should take it with God. And I know it seems cliche, because a lot you say trust in God and all of those things, but it is so. Especially this year, I realized I prayed a lot, especially with my studies, because third year was rough. I didn't think it was going to be that rough, but everything, it will work out. And in that moment, a lot of times I was like, okay, well, this didn't work out. And then eventually you realize, okay, that's why it didn't work out. So I think really, trust the process, even though it is hard. It is hard to give control to God.
That is so true, because I feel like I have this creative dream in my heart, and I know it's from God. Then, like, something might happen where I feel like, oh, this is never going to work out, or I feel very demotivated. And like you said, God wouldn't have put that in your heart if it wasn't for a reason. Why would He give you a dream and a passion and this desire to have this purpose if it was for you to fail?
Exactly.
And you said it so well. And that's good, just to, like, hold on to that promise, even though you're gonna go through dips, but the end destination and the passion and the dream is not going to change because of that. The journey is going to go up and down.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, it's about that passion and that walk with God. Like you said, doing it with God is so important, because then you are going to get demotivated. You might give up because if you look around your circumstances, you might say, oh, this is not working out for me, I'm going to give up. But if you walk with God and you say, look, why is this happening? I feel very demotivated. You can like strengthen your faith and also just like have relationship with God and trust him in whatever he's doing.
Exactly.
I feel like that's such a faith strengther.
Exactly. I also, the other day, I saw a quote on Instagram. It was something like, you should have so much faith in God and trust in him that when things don't go your way, you're okay with that, because you know he's got this. He's got this, even though you can't see what's going to happen. Everything happens for a reason.
That is really good. Yeah. What would you tell? Oh no! Wait, I had another question for you, because I just like, you're like a mentor to me. I need to know all the tea. Like, what is like a dream? I mean, you made it to a magazine. You've shot weddings. You have shoots every week. You're a very busy person. But what is a goal you see for yourself, photography-wise, or like any like passion-wise or whatever, in the next few years? What is something you would like to accomplish?
So it is photography-wise, but not necessarily like people loves of photography. I feel like my big love is nature photography and the travel, and that's why I started gallivanting Beanké. So I will say, you know, like not travel influencer, but you know, like the travel photography and you know, going to all these places, shooting for resorts and all of those things. That is like a big goal for me, because it doesn't feel like work, you know, because you do it because you love it. And
you're good at it. I mean, you're like, doing advertising and seeing places. I think that's the coolest
So I must say, like the big dream would be that. But lifestyle photography wise, weddings.
Yes.
So I love weddings because you capture their moment.
Yes.
You know, it's such a special. How would I say?
Raw intimacy.
Exactly. Because you get to see how they enter their lives together, and you're the one that, you know, you capture it, you keep it.
Oh yeah, that's so special.
It's for them to keep. You know, for them to remember. I think that is so. It's an honor to do that. So I would say more wedding photography. I want to. Yes.
I love the goals, and we're gonna watch this space because it's gonna happen and it's gonna be so exciting. But yeah, and you definitely have an anointing in your life and such a calling, and just like, it's great to see that you are doing this with God. Like, I feel like it's very motivating to see how far you've come, and you can say it's because you've stuck with God. And I feel like that can be very motivating for people that might wonder if they need to like take this walk with God, or if they do need to trust him, or it's unstable. But I mean, we have, what's that meme of like Will Smith that she's living proof of what God can do in your life, and he can make those passions and your dreams in your life come true if you are willing to trust him. And then you can be a travel influencer like you're gonna be in like a few years. It's gonna be the coolest thing. But anyway, this was a great episode.
Yes,
I had a great time.
Yes,
I didn't even drink my coffee.
Well, I see my cup.
Let's do an ASMR. I did this last episode. I'm like, cling, cling. And then you take a sip. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It was really
so
nice.
much fun.
I did not sleep last night, so I forgot like the interface to record. It's been a journey to get where we are today, but I'm glad we made it.
Yeah, hopefully this time the video is saved.
I'm gonna go do it right now. Like I'm not making this mistake again. But yeah, it was so nice doing this with you, and I love hearing your story, and it's like even cooler hearing it the second time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode. And next week I'll be with a random friend in a random destination doing this whole thing all over again. But for now, we're gonna say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.